Hey y'all, this is Trina coming in to do my video response to this latest episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 4, Episode 20. And before I get started, I just wanted to apologize to everybody for my appearance. Aunt Flo is visiting right now, and I have two massive pimples. One here, one huge pimple here, which I've put some medication on, and one big one here that I put some medication on. So as soon as I got home, I immediately washed my makeup off and I medicated my face. So if you're wondering, like, what is that on her face? That's medication. And please forgive me for my ratchetness because yeah, this is what I look like without any makeup. But you know, just so I wouldn't terrify y'all completely, I grayed the screen out so you couldn't see me in color, so it wouldn't be so offensive. And then I went and put some lipstick on because, yeah, I didn't want to completely deter y'all from watching my video. So yeah, if you're wondering, like, what is that stuff on her face? Yes, medication for my pimples. You think 41 years I'd be over breaking out? No. I'll be on my deathbed with pimples all over my face. Mark my words. Anyway, it is what it is. If y'all know some good acne treatments, please chime in and let me know. And don't put Proactive because I tried it and it don't work. So yeah. If you know of some good acne treatments, over-the-counter acne treatments that I may be able to use, let me know below. Anyway, back to The Real Housewives of New Jersey, the season finale. OMG. Boy, this episode was just a ratchet mess. I mean, and Bravo should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, OMG. I mean, I understand that, you know, your company is based on ratings and stuff, and you know, drama is what draw us to the show every week. We want to see what's going to happen next and stuff. But at the end of the day, even though these individuals are getting paid for what they do, you know, when the cameras turn off and they go back to their regular lives and stuff, whatever was done on camera, they're still living with. And I know if y'all go back to season 2, you'll remember Teresa was kind of referring to her sister-in-law, stating, you know, or the beginning of season 3 when her sister and Joe Gorga had made their appearance on the show. She had said, you know, me and my sister-in-law don't get along and stuff. You know, she's a gold-digging whore, and you know, from what I understand, she said, I heard she used to be a stripper. Okay, so I'm wondering who told Teresa that Melissa used to be a stripper. That's number one, because that's the first time I ever heard of Melissa working in a club stripping. Okay, so we need to find out from Teresa who it was that told her that rumor, or who put that bug in her ear. That's number one. Okay, number 2, I've been reading all the comments and stuff and watching other video responses, and y'all are just going in on Teresa. Yeah, she knew what was happening and stuff, and I think that she, you know, was aware of some of the stuff, but I think majority, y'all giving Teresa way too much credit. Number one, she's not smart enough to put together such an elaborate scheme as Strippergate. I mean, she is just not smart enough to have planned this whole thing out to take down Melissa. There's something else happening here. There's a bigger picture here, something way bigger than what we know that's happening here. Because why would these men get involved in that? Why would these men, what's his name? Teresa and those guys keep calling him the bald guy, but what's his name? Alonzo. We'll just refer to him as the bald guy from the Gentleman's Bar. Why was it so important for him, this situation so important for him to get involved, to even want to out Melissa? There's something else, y'all, that's going on here. I mean, seriously. I mean, something's not right. And I'm thinking, not only is Kim D obviously involved in this, but Kim G is involved in it, and I'll tell you why. If you go back to season 3, you remember that Christmas charity party that Melissa and Joe Gorga had at their house, and in walks Kim G with the lady that Teresa and her husband was in some type of legal litigation with, and Teresa's son was like, "Oh no, they have to go. You need to kick them out because I'm not comfortable with them being here. We got a lawsuit pending with them. I'm just not comfortable." So Melissa and Joe Gorga kicked the lawyer lady out, and of course Kim G came with her, so naturally she would have to leave with her, and then Kim G kicked up some dust and was causing troubles at the party, and so they outed her as well. So Kim G not only has a vendetta against Teresa, because if you go back, let's go back to season 2, or it was, I think, in season 3 too, when she was going through her bankruptcy thing, and they were talking about they were going to have to auction off all of their furniture and stuff. Remember Kim G saying, "I can't wait to the DJ's bankruptcy auction, because I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy all her furniture, then I'm going to turn around and sell it on eBay, and then I'm going to go on a huge shopping spree in Italy." Y'all remember that? Just as evil as she can be. So we know for a fact that Kim G has a personal vendetta against Teresa, and now because she was embarrassed and kicked out of a charity Christmas party, she has a vendetta against the Gorgas. And we all know that the two Kims are good friends. Kim G and Kim D are really good friends. Kim G comes into Posh and shop all the time at Kim D's shop. So I would not put it past those two to come up with this scheme and then involve Teresa in it, you know what I mean, to a certain extent, and let her take the fall or blame for trying to take down Melissa. That's what I'm thinking actually happened, because again, I just don't think Teresa's smart enough to come up with this scheme just to take Melissa down. On top of the fact, I just don't get it. Teresa has worked so hard to try to repair her relationship with her brother and repair her relationship with Melissa, all just to turn around now and to destroy it again. You guys just think about it. It's like you got this beautiful house and you built it, you mistakenly built it on this rocky foundation. The foundation is just crap. So instead of you chucking the house, you take the house and you move it to another location onto a solid foundation, and then you just decide to tear it down. You just decide to destroy it. Why would you do that? Why would you destroy something that you've worked hard to maintain, to try to repair, to put back into, good condition, just to destroy it? Why would Teresa go through all the trouble of trying to repair her relationship with her brother and her sister-in-law Melissa just to destroy it again? It's not making any sense. That's what I'm saying. There's something bigger happening here that we don't know yet. Okay, and then so they meet the bald-headed guy comes upstairs while Teresa and Kim D are getting their makeup and hair done. He comes up, he introduces himself to both of them, and then he says, "Hey, I know your sister-in-law. I know your sister-in-law, Melissa. Yeah, she used to work for me at this gentleman's club. She used to dance at this gentleman club." Okay, we all saw Teresa's reaction. She's like, I don't want to talk about my family. I don't want to, this is making me very uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about my family. And then she gets up and walks out the room. Now, it was kind of suspicious when she walked out the room. She's just standing behind the door. So she still is within earshot. You can totally see she's standing there listening to everything this dude is saying. So that was kind of suspect. And then Kim D with her dirty behind. Yeah. So now we're sorry, Teresa, but I just need to know. So now what next? She did what? Now she was working and dancing. And now how long did she work there? She was, Kim D was all into the, just all in this crap. So I don't know. Something is just with Bravo. It's between Bravo, Kim D, Kim G. Mark my words, Kim G's involved somehow. I'm telling you, she's involved somehow. And Teresa, I think out of curiosity, because I think she thinks in the back of her mind, I really think Teresa thinks that Melissa was a dancer, and not that she's trying to take her down. She just wants her to admit that, remember I told y'all, I was told that she was a stripper, that she danced. You see, I was right. But still, and yet she's wrong for trying to out her on that. Okay, let's go back to the Posh fashion event. The bald dude walks up again. Okay, now, why in the hell was he mic'd up? If it was just a mere coincidence that he happens to be at this party, why is the dude mic'd up? Hey, Melissa, how you doing? Now, did you notice the look on her face? Melissa looked completely dumbfounded, like a deer caught in headlights. She was like, hi, how are you? It's like, you remember me? She goes, yeah, I remember you. And then she's looking around at everybody. I mean, you could tell it was obvious. Not only did Melissa know who he was, she knew where she knew him from. And then she trying to play dumb like she didn't know. It's obvious. She knew exactly where she knew him from. And like I said, I'm thinking she was hired as a bartender. But I think, you know how sometimes when you work in a bar, one of the girls come in sick or whatever, and they need someone to dance. Hey, Melissa, you want to make some extra money? Such and such called in tonight. Would you be willing to, dance a little bit? You don't have to take any of your clothes off or anything. But if you just get up there in your bikini and dance and stuff a little bit, you can make some extra tips and stuff. I'll be willing to bet you did that. I'd totally be willing. Because otherwise, why would this dude go through all this trouble to out her on it? I mean, why is he involved anyway? So, Amy, you did a question commentary, like, if you were Teresa and you were accused of this, what would you do? What would you say to try to vindicate yourself? If I was Teresa, I would number one, I would indicate who it was that told me that Melissa was a stripper. I'd bring them on the show. Then I would also bring Kim D. I'll bring back Kim D. I will bring back the bald guy to find out, where did he get his information from? Why is he going around stating that why is he coming out now questioning the fact whether she danced for him or not and that she was a stripper? And why would he feel the need to out her or to try to bring her down? Who's all behind this? And then let him answer the question. Now, y'all, I did do some research on the internet, and I did run across a blogger called this blogger's name is All About Truth, All About TRH. It's All About Truth, All About TRTH.com is the name of the blogger. Truth isn't spelled all the way out. That's why I keep hesitating when I get to the truth part. But did an interview with the bald guy, and the bald guy in the interview clearly states that Teresa had nothing to do with Strippergate, that she didn't know anything about what was going on until he met her at the beauty salon, and he was shocked about how upset she got behind it and stuff, but that she had nothing to do with it. But then I turn around and watch the video on the show, and he's talking to some chick saying, yeah, she knew about it. So he definitely, the bald guy needs to come back on either, obviously the three reunion episodes are already taped, but I know Andy can do what happens live, or an after the show type interview with the bald guy to find out what his motive was for doing this. Why did he feel the need to go to the shop and let Teresa know that that Melissa worked for him and that she was a dancer? Why did he feel the need to show up at the Posh event and come up to Melissa to oh, hi Melissa, how are you doing, how things going, you remember me? Why did he feel the need to do that? Why did he tell the woman that Teresa was in on it and then turn around and do an interview and say Teresa had nothing to do with it? So I'm telling y'all, there's something bigger going on here. I don't think Teresa is completely innocent, but I don't think I think Teresa just wanted her to admit that she actually was a dancer, and I don't know what her involvement was or why she did it, but I don't think she is as guilty. Her hands are as bloodied as you guys are portraying it to be, because y'all giving her way too much credit. Again, like I said, she's not smart enough to come up with this plan like this. And we need to find out, you know, from Bald Guy and whoever he was in on this with, this Johnny dude that they keep talking about, why they felt the need to do this. That's what needs to happen here. And then I think that would shed a lot of light on this whole thing. And then poor Jackie, she shouldn't have showed anybody the emails about, you know, something's about to go down. Teresa knew this was going to happen, but she should have just kept that to herself, not said anything, but distanced herself from Teresa, obviously, you know, until all this got rectified. But she should have just stayed to herself. She shouldn't have went out to Joe's car and such and such said that Teresa knew and then that Teresa did you know, she should have never did any of that. And then Eveline, I call Caroline Eveline now, is standing there after she done said she don't want nothing to do with Teresa and her family. She's standing there, Teresa's sitting there arguing with Jacqueline outside the parking lot, and then she come with her daughter come walking up, listening to the whole conversation like they Mrs. Get Bads. You know what I mean? I'm like, seriously? Are you serious? And Joe shouldn't have come up there anyway, because, I mean, why? This is another reason why I think Melissa isn't as innocent as she's portraying. Okay, so her and Teresa are in the bathroom. Teresa's asking, you know, he says that, you know, he knows you and, you know, that you used to dance for him. But all of a sudden, oh, I need to get Joe on the phone. I need to get my husband up here. Why she got to call her husband? If she ain't got nothing to feel, she ain't done nothing, and she ain't guilty about nothing, why would she feel the need to call her husband up there? You ain't done nothing. You got proof that you were never a dancer there. Why you need your husband to come up there for? For what? What does he need to come up to the club for? Because you know once you get there, he going to start some jump. You already know that he going to take it from a level 1 to a level 10 like that, to defend your honor. And then she stayed in the bathroom for a long time. So, I mean, only a person who's embarrassed and like, oh my God, I've been found out and is guilty would hide in the bathroom. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, y'all. Let me know if you think I'm right on, if you think I'm, you know, if I'm wrong. Tell me, girl, you wrong. Like I said, I don't think Teresa is completely innocent, but then at the same time, her taking the brunt that she was the mastermind behind this thing, there's something way bigger than we know that's going on, having to do with Bravo, making sure this man was there and mic'd up so that you could hear what he was saying. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on here. So anyway, I can't wait to the next episode. Amy, thank you so much for uploading the videos so people like me can watch and see what's keeping up to date on what's going on. Again, you asked, you know, if it was Teresa, what would I do? I would have Andy do a special show, you know, watch what happens live show or after show interview with me. If I was Teresa, I would want him to invite me, Kim D, the Bald Guy, and Johnny to the show to find out exactly who said what. Oh, and Jacqueline, have her come on there to tell who this mystery person was who actually knew what was going on, what happened. That way they could all put it out on the table and everyone will find out and finally know what this crap was all about and who was behind it and why. That's what I would do. So anyway, y'all, thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you thumbs down, please be respectful enough to at least let me know why you didn't like it. And then if you like what you see and you'd like to support my channel, please subscribe to me. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next vid. Peace out, y'all. Bye.